And it also makes you think really just, you know, about life and death. And so not to get too morbid, if this is just made me think that if something this abrupt can happen, it makes you even look at your own life and think that if you, so with that in mind, if, you know, God forbid something to happen to any of us here tomorrow, would you be happy with what you guys are about and what you're achieving?
I'll be honest with you, like I'm never happy in my position until I know when I'm gonna be. I was saying to, I think it was Craig Richards, the boxer, like the other day in the car, like I was collecting some tickets for the boxing, and he was like, congratulations on Beats One and all this stuff. And I was like, yeah, it's cool. I appreciate everything I've been given, bro, trust me. But I know where I want to be in life, so until I get to that place, I'm just gonna keep going. But
where
if
do you want to be?
Tomorrow, I for me, it's just about being comfortable enough to be able to help in certain ways, help charities, help family members I wish I could help that I can't. Some I can help small, but I want to help on a bigger scale. Those are things that are important to me, the family and being comfortable financially. People say it's not about the money, but it is. Like,
of course.
I want to be comfortable in life. I'm not saying I want to be like a trillionaire or whatever, but I just want to be alright, you know what I mean? And sometimes the perception of this entertainment thing is that you kind of made it before
You've actually made it, yeah.
You know what I mean? And even when I was chatting to Cadet on the red carpet, he was like, bro, I said to him, bro, I feel there's another level of you. And he said, yeah, man, I know. Like, I'm working towards it kind of thing. So I'm just about grind, just like he was. I'm about the grind. So if I die tomorrow, bro, there's still legacy there because people can see, like, Dan was a guy, he done this, he done that. And I leave it there. Like, my media stuff, it's out there, it's there. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm very big on filming stuff, doing audio, putting everything out, and making sure my work is the best I can do. So end of the day, that's what entertainment stuff that I do, that the media know me from, that's what I'll leave behind in it. If I present, if you're an MC, that's what you leave behind in it. If you're a DJ, this is all content, that's what you all leave behind. So you better make it your best self.
Yeah, of course. What about you, Chris?
And and obviously we don't know when we're gonna pass, and you don't want to pass just randomly.
Yeah,
but
of course.
you have to put out your best works in it because you never know, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You never know.
Yeah.
Personally, I would be happy.
Yeah.
If God forbid I was to go tomorrow, I would be really happy.
Yeah.
Reason being is because I know for a fact that I've been able to impact at least one person's life. I've been able to let people know exactly what they mean to me, what they mean to themselves, their own worth, their own value. I can say that, you know, I took risks and I saw the rewards of it as well. But most importantly, more than anything, I'll say I'm happy because I left a legacy. I allowed myself to be me. I didn't follow what anyone said or what anyone told me. Rather, I done what I thought was right. And at the end of the day, it's like, why wouldn't I be happy? Because I've been blessed, but also a blessing to other people as well. And that's what I thought it comes down to more than anything, to leave a legacy and to be a blessing on towards other people. Financial status means nothing. Sometimes the richest people, you know, is riches of the mouth, riches of the tongue, rather than actually of financial rich, of giving it towards people. Some people, they haven't left a legacy. They haven't even been able to give advice towards people, give them a platform or a place, or, you know, just some insight to know about life as a game. I would say I've been fortunate enough to do that for others and continue to do that. So God forbid if I was to go tomorrow, I'll be happy. I'll be very happy, and at least there's something to my name that someone like my loved ones could continue and hold me down to as well. And I've been blessed. You feel me? I've been blessed. Like, there's some people that they will kill to live the life that you lived, half of the life that you lived. You know, so who are we to say it's not enough because why we're not in Beverly Hills or because we're not in, you know, this aborted mansion or villa or something. It's,
but I think like
nothing.
I think sometimes it's just this London vibe. We're so like caught up in just hunger of wanting to do things.
It's first world problems. That's what it is. It's first world problems. Is that you see, and it's the pressures because you see whenever you wake up, you switch on your phone. You see someone doing better with that thing, and you feel like as if those assets and those materialistic things equal towards success and equal towards happiness. Doesn't. It's all within the mind and within the heart. There's some people that you can tell they're so rich in spirit and so rich in character. You know, that's why they're just destined to go so many places. I honestly feel like as if in this life, is not to get too deep because we're gonna get to the banter after, but not to get too deep. But I feel like in this life, sometimes God blesses those that are just rich within character, you know, consistently because they're grateful with what they have. A man could be given a crumb and he'll be so grateful for that crumb that it'll come to a point where God will say, you know what, for that crumb I'm going to give you a love. You know, I really do feel like that's how life is as a whole, and you just have to be grateful with what you have and also continue to give onto others as well, because you never know. That one thing is being blessed, but being a blessing towards others is unbelievable.
Yeah, that's a great
unbelievable,
feeling.
man.
You can help people, give them opportunities with your position, little things, you know what I mean? That just helping, man. You know, give back, put the energies out there.
That's what I'll say. I'll be happy. I'll be more than happy. I'll be more than
Rob,
happy.
what are you saying?
I think that my legacy is part of what I do in my career and what I'm like, but I would like to add children into that mix of having children. I think that would be a good thing to my legacy, especially if I was to have a son. Obviously, a daughter as well is fine, but but son. So, but even me, like I've had a discussion with you, like so. I think I've spoke about this briefly to someone. My surname, I'm a guy and I've got sisters, right? And so throughout my whole generation, the only person who has my current surname is me. So I need that son. So my thing is like, I need to continue that on, you know. So that's quite important to me in the sense of that as well. But I think that there's some relationships which aren't as strong, and there's some. I know that Crept made a speech about making sure you address issues. I've got issues with some people, but to be honest with you, I've done all my most that I can to try and get that moved on and get that resolved, and it hasn't happened. So now it's just like, well, I've tried it, that's it. Like I can't really
deep family as well.
I can't really I can't really do that. I can't, for me, if I'm the sort of person where I accept that someone will have a different view, different opinion from me, that's fine. It's just I can't not. But it's when part of you still needs to be a bit humble and say, look, okay, maybe I overreacted, or maybe my point was exaggerated, or maybe my opinion was exaggerated, just even if you don't truth it, just to kind of have respect to the other person. But if the other person doesn't reciprocate that behavior, then I can't really entertain that, because you're not even trying to. So for me, I can't do that. So when that point happens, I'm like, look, this relationship is done.
I feel you. I like to, I always put myself, if I'm trying to squash something, I will try my best. But if you're not meeting me halfway, then what can I do? That's it. What can I do? I've tried. That goes for family members and stuff like that. Stuff that you're trying to resolve, you're trying to keep peace, and some people, they don't want to keep the energies the same. Then you have to let them be. You can't stress yourself to the point where you make yourself ill with these things. Well,
it's what I mean. Life is short, as we know, and we've learned even more so, right? So
especially
I don't know.
With family stuff, bro. You know what I mean? That shit can get real heavy.
Yeah, 100.
Because it's family, like, you know what I mean? Because that word family. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because it's family, like, you know what I mean? It can get real heavy. So,
but you got to think that's a positive and negative a positive and a negative family, having issues with family. But at the end of the day, everyone's just a person, and you're biased, aren't you? Because they're their family. But there's still, when there's a difference between someone being a family member and you guys are all to say young and just learning, but when you're adults, you're different people. It's a different ball game, you know.
Different ball game and elements. So
you can't just say, oh, well, they're my family. Like that doesn't run anymore.
You can squash it whenever, like, brother. Time goes. You know them ones you squash it whenever. Somebody dies now. And what we doing? We're all going to funerals, aren't we?
Sometimes loyalty is what keeps you as family as well. You know, it's the harsh reality. Sometimes it's
loyalty. Let me tell you something. Loyalty and trust, I believe, are earned. And I think my issue, and something which I was speaking to my friend about the other day, is that what people don't understand is that loyalty is earned. Respect and trust, all those things are earned, but too many people think, we should just give them to you. You can't. It doesn't work like that. You have to earn my trust. You have to earn my loyalty. It's I can't just, because then what sort of person does that make me to just that's fine, I'll do that for you, or help you out and do that. Nah, but I don't know you from Adam. You, it's not of a tit for tat, but you have to at least have some sort of bond or relationship with someone, you know.
Yeah, that's why when you're talking about love, those are kind of two things I mentioned.
Of course, loyalty, 100%.
And it's not that man just trying to be like awkward and shit. It's just the way. This is just my reality, innit?
Of course,
Like, And maybe it's my experience. You know what I mean? I
hear that. 100%.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man. Can we quickly touch on what did we touch
We were
on?
saying about what we talking about football, the art of rhyming, a few things there.
The art of rhyming. Let's get into that one.
Yeah. So because you were mentioning about let's do.
Okay, let's look to the art of rhyming.
Yeah.
Quick, because this rhyming thing nowadays, like, it's a very interesting one. I think nowadays, like, there's pockets of MCs with different styles, but I feel like
Let's get you close to the mic for this, man. I feel like you're far from this.
I feel like if I'm gonna like naming styles, like, I feel like certain styles are starting to
overlap.
No, they're starting to kind of, people are starting to forget about these kind of styles, you know, like the whole kind of, I don't know. Let's talk some original flow styles, like Bone Thug style, like Migos.
Wouldn't you say that the Bone Thug style is most popular now? Yeah.
Yeah. So that style, you've got that style that's quite popular.
Yeah.
Then you've got styles like I don't know, down south 808 kind of flow style, which
that would be popular still as well.
Okay.
It depends if you're talking the original down south type of flow. So for instance, if you're talking like even with that, the 3-6 Mafia, the UGKs, you know, that type of flow is still very popular. The down south flow of the chopped and screwed flow, that's still very popular.
What about the New York flows? The entire, like the
still very popular.
The
You
Chris
got
Rivers, Big Pun styles.
Yeah, that's still very popular. You still got the likes of the Griseldas, like the West Side Guns, you know, Benny, Conway. You still got that type, the Joey Badasses. You still got that sound that's still very prominent, as well as that, even down towards the battle rappers. When you look at a lot of the URL popular battle rappers, the Tay Rocks, the K Shines, the DNAs, Charlie Clipses, the Hollows, the Murder Mooks. So these flows are still relevant to this day.
Wise,
Yeah.
what do you think the predominant flow is in the UK?
Oh well, we've got 3 different types of flow. We've got 3 different popular genres. But if you want to dissect those specific genres, all right, we've got within the Afro swing world.
Yeah.
You've got the obviously the melodic stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
The trap drill flow.
Yeah.
So as well as that, you've got the drill flow as well, and in that drill flow, there's many various types of flows.
Yeah.
You have a punchy, witty flow like Dig That or Unknown T.
Yeah.
Or you have a person with a unorthodox flow like Heady One.
Yeah.
With witty one-liners.
Yeah.
You know.
So what would you say Dave is then? Because you mentioned Heady One. How do you describe Dave? A bit.
Dave is, for me, is like our UK Nas.
Dave is like he's got an East Coast flow.
Yeah.
If we had to do this thing of where we're putting artists over here, I hate to compare to America all the time.
Yeah.
If we was to do it from the States,
Yeah.
like various different types of
BET
states.
cypher.
So for instance, a Dave would be from New York.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, the drill guys obviously they'll be Chicago.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of your trap based sound, that will be your down south sound. You know, the Afro swing stuff, you probably might say that may be down south as well.
Yeah.
But if we had to pick it from the States, obviously we know that comes from African and Caribbean land, but if we had to pick a state, you'll say it's more down south because they're more based on melody.
So where would this kind of mumble rap go in? You're talking about the 6ix9ines, the 6ix9ines, the Little Pumps.
We don't really have much mumble rap over here.
Yeah.
You can't get away with that over here. You can't get away with that over here. Like over here, because we critique a lot. We critique a lot,
Small industry,
and it's so small.
Yeah, we would say.
I see you in the supermarket.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's like
an Audi.
that's the thing. So like when you even like what now? If you was to look at the sound that's breaking through right now, which I said this is the year for them, it's the alternative sound.
You think so?
You see that alternative world? That's the sound right now.
What alternative?
So alternative world would be like your Octavians, your 808 Inks,
Suspect.
Your Sus would be more track for me.
Yeah.
You know, so the likes of but he's not really UK. But I would say along that, you know, your A2s, those type of people.
Yeah.
That's the sound that's gonna break through this year. See, last year when it was with IMDDB and that kind of her and Octavian were the ones that kind of helped kick the doors down. Obviously, A2 was doing it from Quayback, 808 Inc. were doing it from Quayback, House of Pharaoh was doing it from Quayback. But now it's like they're getting that recognition. So you're getting these new names and these new people out of nowhere. Like now, for example, you've got this youth. What's his name? Is it Rusty? Or Rushy?
Yeah,
Rushy.
Yeah, I got it.
Is it drill? Is it alternative? Like you thought, but it's
commercial drill.
It's coming. I feel like it's so much blurred lines, but that alternative world right now, but that's the sound that's gonna pop. So there's so many new names out there where I feel like those are gonna be the guys for this alternative sound.
Not to go too off topic, but I wanted to ask you actually, because we're talking about American rap and then mentioned mumble rap. Is what is your opinion on what's happening with 6ix9ine? I'm just curious.
Sort of like live by the sword, you die by the sword, isn't it? And he was used as a puppet. He was used as a puppet, and it's the harsh reality of what a majority of people signed to majors in America are. They're signed to they're puppies. You know, some of them are puppies towards the industry, some of them are puppies towards other businessmen, some of them are puppies to the streets.
And what was he?
He was a puppy to the streets. You know, it's where he saw that, okay, this is glamorized right now, these guys are going to give me my hood pass, and all I have to do is rep what they are and talk about what they're doing. You know, this is no different towards what was happening with Suge Knight with Death Row. You know,
got in too deep, Mr. 6ix9ine.
6ix9ine got
that's
into-
it, bro.
got
Like,
into
he's
deep.
never from the road like that. You know what I mean? He got used with goons that were, and then he got.
And they
into
used
mix
him.
And they used him.
They used him.
Distorted him.
That's
and we're gonna kill him in the end.
Same
anyway,
way
you
it
know
was
what I mean?
happening with so many. Same way it was happening with Chris Brown when he was getting extorted by
Well,
the
that happened
bloods.
with Pac. It was happening with Pac.
With Tupac, it was happening with him as well. With Haitian Jack, where he was extorting him.
That man,
Same way, even with Eazy-E as well. Eazy was getting extorted by. Even Suge Knight was getting extorted. All of these guys are getting extorted by somebody, unless they're authentically from the road, and that's when they're gonna have problems. Like
It's that kind of prison mentality as well, almost on top of that.
You've seen it as, oh, what, you need protection? That's cool, like, we've got you. That's fine. All you need to do is just give us a couple thousand, just support the man them. That's it. Same thing's happening over here, where certain rappers are similar things. Similar things.
This is nothing. This is something. It's nothing new at all. This is something that happens, you know. But it's there's an underworld in the game.
It's just when you use the word extort, it sounds worse. They will try to justify it by saying it's a favor for a favor. You know, why am I gonna invest money into a security firm when these gang members can do this for me, and I'm helping them, take them from the roads, and I'm inspiring them to come to these places to say, you lot can be businessmen and do this and blah blah blah. You feel me? But it sounds different because I never used the word extort. It just sounds better because now I've said it's a favor for a favor, and I've used the word businessmen and things like that, and taking them from one environment to another. It's the same stuff. Same stuff.
All right, man.
It's interesting. So, so I just wanted to know actually about that, because that's quite interesting,